long time ago, I had a suspended license, and I was driving. I had a scooter at the time. It was like a 150cc, and I was out on Indian Rocks, and I pulled out because my brother and me were like, "Oh, we want some checkers." But I had a couple of drinks, so the cops end up pulling me over. I get in the medium, and I stop there. I'm like, "Dude," so I'm talking to my brother on the back. I was like, I gotta run, brother. I was like, I cannot stay here. I'm gonna get a DUI with like no license. So the cop pulls me over, gets out the car. She's a good-looking cop, and she gets out and she comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I was like, "I'm good." And she's like, "Can I get your license?" I'm like, "Sure." So I stand up off the scooter. I put my helmet down and I turn and I buck. I'm gone, man. I run off. I'm taking off. And I jumped into intercoastal and I swam across. I got away for 3 months.
What? No.
He was
Yeah,
on
I
a
got
run for
No
three
way.
months?
So one day I was on Walsingham and they were on a shift change and I was walking with my brother, but I got my license by the time they caught up with me. They didn't know my address. I wasn't on the lease. So they ended up finally catching me. But by the time I ended up going, and they ended up arresting me because I could have ran. It was the same girl, too. And it's funny because she was calling me the whole time I was missing, trying to get me to turn myself in. I'm like, I'm not going to turn myself in. But like, we can go on a date sometime. I was like, when this is all said and done, But so I was being a
Did
little
you end up going on a
flirtatious
date?
with her. Why, sure as hell not.
I wish you would have.
I tried, though, man. You got to shoot your shot. But, yeah, no, I got away for a while. And then by the time I did get everything done, my mom was even like, I don't condone you running, dude, but, you definitely got lesser of a thing as if you got a DUI with no license. So I got my license wrapped up and everything by the time they caught me, and it was like really nothing. It was just kind of just like, oh, he ran. But, man, I'll tell you what, don't run from the police on Indian Rocks because they'll treat it like you did the worst thing in the world. They had helicopters, dogs looking
Oh,
for me.
wow. Noted.
What year did this happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was crazy. This was years ago now. I say this, it was about over a decade ago.
No kidding. Damn. And your family helped you hide.
Yeah. I ended up getting so once I swam across the intercoastal, I got to the other side. I was able to use a phone from somebody. I just random guy walking his dog. I said, "Hey, buddy, can I use your phone?" So I fell in the water back there, and I got to get someone to come pick me up in dry clothes, and so I got someone to come pick me up, and then I lived in Clearwater at the time, up by the high school, and they didn't know I lived there because, like I said, my name was on the lease, so I was able to kind of just duck off that whole time, man. But they ended up getting me. I didn't run the next time. She came out the car and she looked at me and she's just shaking her head, smiling. I was like, yeah, all right, it's time to go.
She knew she got you, and wow, wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow.